All right, welcome to Introduction to Counseling. My name is Sean Yeager. I'm going to be your instructor for this course. I'm very excited to teach this course, and I've taught it for several semesters now, and this is the summer 2015 term. And just wanted to share a couple things with you. First, a little bit about myself so you know who I am. I've been in the field of corrections for 10 years now. I started off as an AODA counselor in the prison system. I started working in a prison in Indiana and then transferred to a prison in Illinois and was a substance abuse counselor there for several years. And then moved into probation as a probation officer in Illinois for a couple different counties and continued pursuing substance abuse counseling and also specialized in street gangs. And now I moved up to Wausau about a little over 3 years ago with my wife and 2 boys, and I work for Attic Correctional Services as the Wausau area supervisor. So now I have the opportunity to learn from my employees and also give back what I've learned over the past 10 years. And so it's been a very rewarding career up to this point, and I'm very excited to be teaching with North Central Technical College and teaching this course along with motivational interviewing. So I hope that you find this term beneficial as you move forward in your education and your career. And just wanted to go over a couple things here in Blackboard to kind of get you up to speed with where we're at. So when you first log in, you're going to be taken to the announcements page. There's no announcements posted at this point, but if there's something important that I feel everyone needs to know about, then I'll post it in there. Occasionally, especially for the virtual college course, if I feel like there aren't enough people that are turning in assignments and kind of staying up with their plan of completion, then I'll send out an announcement to everyone, just kind of reminding you to get going on some things. But the announcements page is where all the announcements for the course will be made. You come to the course information page and you'll have the netiquette rules, so the core rules of netiquette. You can read about those. Of course, the introduction video, which you're watching now, and then the course syllabus. So you want to make sure you review the syllabus. You're actually going to need it in the learning plan section because you're going to have to complete a syllabus quiz before you're given access to the plan of completion. That'll be described in detail in the learning plan sections. So all you do to get over there is just navigate to this blue section and click on learning plans, and then you can review the video there. Alright, so you have the syllabus, which looks like this. So just make sure you go through it, and you'll have that handy while you're doing the quiz as well. This course starts on June 8th and ends on August 7th. It's completely online and it's completely self-paced. I am available via email and telephone if you need to get in contact with me or have questions. Alright, a couple of things I want to mention about assignments. If for some reason there are some extenuating circumstances that come up during this term, the expectation is that you're going to complete as many assignments as you possibly can, and you're going to be in communication with me. If you wait until the last day or the last couple days before the term ends and ask for an extension, you will be denied. So just keep in mind that if something terrible happens in your life and life events happen, I understand that. The expectation is that you will communicate with me and that you're going to make every effort that you can to complete your coursework. Alright, so here in the syllabus, your text for this course, alright, you can pick that up at the library or you can actually download that as well. Alright, course competencies, program outcomes here, grading information, assessment information. Alright, and so this is a virtual college course, so every assignment is self-paced. You want to make sure that you try and stay on task with the suggested due dates, which I'll get to here in a minute. Points possible, there are 611 points possible for this course. Alright, and then some other additional information that you want to make sure you review as well. Alright, so that is the syllabus. And also in this section is the grading. Alright, so it gives you the percentages and how those break down for a letter grade. and then the total possible points again, which I mentioned before, which is 611, and it breaks it down by each learning plan, how many points are possible. You'll notice that on learning plans 3, 4C, 6, and 10, there are more points because those are the learning plans that contain the transcripts, and those are assignments that you'll be completing. There'll be more details on that in the learning plan section and in the learning plan and those specific learning plans as well. All right, suggested due dates. Oh, these are due dates that I come up with, and I base that on the amount of work for the learning plan. So if you look at learning plan 3, 4C, 6, and 10, I try and give you as much space as possible to get your transcripts completed. This is a short term, so we've got 13 learning plans in 9 weeks to complete, so you kind of got to squeeze some learning plans in wherever you can. I suggest doing that up front when the coursework is relatively light. As you get further along, things start to build on each other, and so it requires a little more attention, a little more focus. So I would highly suggest that if you need to squeeze in additional learning plans, I would try and do that in the beginning of the course, beginning learning plans. All right, so that is the course information section, and then you can navigate over here to the learning plan section to review the learning plan video. You have the discussion board section. This is where you're going to be completing all of your discussion board posts. Keep in mind that if you email me a question about the course and it's kind of a general question, more than likely I will copy and paste it into this Q&A section here. I will leave it anonymous so you're not identified, but a lot of times learners have a lot of the same questions. So if I feel like it can be beneficial to the rest of the learners in the class, I'll let you know. I'll send you an email and let you know that I posted it in the Q&A section along with my answer. You can also hit up the Cyber Cafe if you just want to hang out and chit-chat with your peers. Welcome to the class is something that you'll need to complete as well, and you can read up on that. That's just an introduction, and I have my introduction in there as well. And then you have the actual learning plan discussion board posts. Alright, so each one will have instructions on them. Okay, and then in order to create one, you just create thread, and then you type away and submit it. Alright, so that is the discussion board posts. Let's do an example real quick here. Let's try learning plan 1A so I can show you how that works. Okay, so you click on the learning plan, you have the instructions, which is a video overview, and then you come down here and you'll click on the link. Let's see, learning plan 1A discussion board. Okay, here are the instructions. Alright, so you want to make sure you follow the instructions here, and then you can just click on the link and it'll take you right to the discussion board right where we just were. So there are two ways to access the discussion board. Probably the easiest and best way so that you have the instructions is to do it through the learning plan section so that you can review the instructions before creating your thread. Alright, then you have your grade section here. My information is under here, under my instructor. Alright, you can email me. My phone number, it's an Illinois cell phone number. I just haven't changed it since I've been up here. It's just been too convenient to keep. So I apologize for that if that creates any issues for anyone, but you can feel free to email me as well. I do respond within 24 or 48 hours if it's on a weekend. Alright, and so that pretty much does it for this video. I just want to make sure I've covered everything here. Announcements, course information, learning plans, discussion boards, and then your grades as instructor. Like I said, if you have questions, if you have difficulty understanding the material, please reach out to me. I'm here to help. I want everyone to be successful in this course, and I want you all to gain the skills needed to pass the course and to continue on with your education. I think the skills that you'll learn about in this course are very helpful and very beneficial, because I see my employees, they use those skills every day with the clients that we work with. So they are important skills to have, and it does take time to develop those skills. So don't get frustrated if you find it difficult to kind of keep track of those skills while you're working in the transcripts. Just know it takes time, it takes experience, and it comes with practice. So be patient with yourself and just have fun with it, and try and get as much as you can out of this course. And I think that'll do it.